Assalaamualaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. Abdurrahim Idris is my name.
And I'm Mahmoud Abdullah Udo.
And my name is Mustafa Sulaiman, and together we are your brothers in Iman.
Inshallah, today we are talking about a very interesting topic, and which is how Muslims can live with people of the other faith. This is a very interesting conversation we should be having at a point like this, where we have a lot of inter-religious crises happening globally.
In the glorious Quran, Quran chapter 49 verse 13, Allah Azza wa Jal said, O mankind, we have created you from a male and a female, into nations and tribes, so that you may know one another. This verse clearly discourages discrimination based on clan, race, religion, or creed. And Islam is a religion that connotes peace. Secondly, Islam is a religion that promotes peace and harmony through its core value. And one of the primary core values of Islam is compassion. Hence, Muslims worldwide have been taught to be compassionate towards one another, treat others with kindness and respect. And lastly, another core value of Islam is justice for everyone.
Alhamdulillah. In addition to that, it's important for Muslims to strive for beneficial knowledge, because this makes a lot of difference in a time like this.
So Alhamdulillah, regarding this issue of the interfaith coexistence, as Muslims we must realize that the Quran itself was not sent to Muslims alone. The Quran says that the Quran is huda linnasi wa bayyinati min al-huda wal furqan. That the Quran is a guide for mankind, not a guide for the Muslims only. It is a guide for the whole of mankind. Therefore, if we follow the Quran in total, if we look at the Quran critically, we realize that even the Quran encourages peaceful coexistence between us and members of other faiths. You know, we may not belong to the same faith, but we belong to the same race, the same human race. We are all human beings, and we're born of the same parent, Adam and Eve. And that's why the Quran says again in Surah An-Nisa, Ya ayyuhan nas, O people, O mankind. And this is directed not only to the Muslim, but the generality of people. It says, Ya ayyuhan nas taqu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum min nafsin wahida. O mankind, be conscious of your Lord, be conscious of the Creator who created all of you from one soul, the soul of Adam alayhi salam. And from that soul, this mate of the soul was created. وَبَثَّ مِنْهُمَا رِجَالًا كَثِيرًا وَنِسَاءً. And from both of them a lot of men and women sprung up. A lot of men and women were created. Right? Again, there was a narration from the Prophet of Allah والسلام, about a non-Muslim prostitute. You know, she was not a Muslim, she was even a prostitute for that matter. And she saw a dog on one occasion close to a well, and the dog, you know, wanted to drink water. But because the dog could not drink water, this lady went to the dog, you know, took her shoes off and fetched water from the well and gave it to the dog to drink. So there are two lessons in this story for us to learn, because the Prophet said, as a result of that act, Allah forgave her and granted her Jannah, paradise. So the two lessons to learn from this story is that, number one, only Allah knows who will be in paradise at the end of the day. All right. So it therefore means that we must not discriminate people. We must not say you are bad, you are this, you are going to hellfire. No, we don't judge people. We are all striving and trying to become better persons. The second lesson I would want us to draw out from that story is the fact that this lady was kind to an animal, and as a result, she attained the mercy of the Creator, which means it's an indication that we all need to be kind to animals. Now, if we must be kind to animals, what about human beings of higher status? Are we not of higher status than the animals? Of course we are. So if it is good in the sight of God, so for us to be, you know, kind to animals, what about to be kind to fellow human beings, whether they are of the same faith or not? Because the dog obviously was not the same faith with the lady who helped it, right? So we do not have to be of the same faith. We just have to be kind. There is no verse of the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned kindness in which He related the kindness to Muslims only. No. Whenever Allah mentioned kindness, to be good and be kind, He always said to be good to people. He never said to be good to Muslims only. Again, whenever the Prophet ﷺ gave us any advice on kindness in his traditions, there was never a time where he connected kindness to Muslims only. We may not be of same faith, you know, we are still brothers and we can coexist. The earlier we realize this, the more peaceful coexistence we are going to have, inshallah. So, alhamdulillah, there is a lecture coming up very soon regarding this issue of interfaith relationship and interfaith harmony. This lecture is going to be delivered by Sheikh Abdurrahman Isa Alufa in the Dawah Summit that is organized by Amana Legacy Foundation here in Benin City. So I'm going to leave my brother to talk about this program more, inshallah.
Habibis, at this point in time, I'm very, very excited to announce that Amanatullah Foundation is organizing a Dawah Summit to be held in Benin City. Yes, Dawah Summit Benin 2023 is happening, and the venue is Homeview Hotel, located at 111 Street, off Saple Road, Benin City. It promises to be very interesting, and perhaps this is one of the biggest we have ever had in the soil of Benin. We have top Islamic scholars like Sheikh Nuruddin Lemu and a host of other scholars of Dawah who have actively been in the Dawah front coming to this program. If you still have not created time to be in this program, I think you are making a very big mistake. Yes.
And
so
the date is 16th
and 17th of December 2023. Inshallah, yours sincerely will be there. We hope you rearrange your schedule and create time to be there. Inshallah. Until then, we remain your brothers in Iman, and we are saying Assalaamualaykum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. See you there. Mar salam.